Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I want to continue the little tag that I was doing. It's called All About My Something, and this was inspired from the makeup community. So they were doing all about my lipstick, blushes, foundations, and then I took it to create something for the luxury community, luxury handbag loving community. So I did one for my handbags, I did one for my SLGs, and today I'm gonna do one for my jewelry. Now I just did a video about all my favorite jewelry, so today I'm just gonna continue on with that and put in some extra pieces which I didn't mention in that video. But if you haven't watched that video about all my favorite pieces, I'll link it up here as well as in the description section down below so that you can check it out. But today, yeah, we're gonna answer 13 questions and just talk through which is my favorite piece, which is my, oldest piece, and hopefully I have everything in front of me to answer all the 13 questions. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kat. I love to do luxury related handbag videos, jewelry as well, and the makeup, skincare. So if you like that kind of video, I hope you subscribe. And for everyone else, let's talk about jewelry. First question is newest jewelry in my collection. And I actually have something newer than this, but I don't have it now. So I guess this will be the newest piece in my collection at the moment. And this is my Alexia ring. This is from Emily Design, and I got this from the company, and they're based in Japan. So this is 18K solid gold with diamonds, and the diamonds are all around the bag. I showed this in my favorite jewelry collection, so I won't talk too much about it. My oldest jewelry piece. So I actually don't have like really old, like fine jewelry from the luxury houses, but my oldest jewelry pieces, obviously my children jewelry. So jewelry that my parents and my grandparents have given to me. Quite a few baby child jewelry. I have this peanut from my grandma, which is actually a pendant. It is super adorable. I also have this fish, which I think it's sort of like it looks like a tilapia fish. I'm not sure what fish is this, but because I was, a Pisces and I love fishes, so I got my mom to buy this for me. I also have an apple plate with my initial K in it, and then I got a little strawberry as well because, I don't know, I just love little cute things when I was young. So these were like some of my baby jewelry. And on my hand, I have two rings, also bought when I was pretty young. But this was maybe a little bit older, and I actually am going to answer this in another question. So we'll come back to this item. Question number 3, my most expensive jewelry piece, and that is definitely my Cartier. My Cartier JUC, I purchased this last year in September. This is my most expensive piece of jewelry in my collection. It is, it's a lot. You can check online. Question number 4, least expensive jewelry. Now I have a little trouble answering this question because I've been collecting and buying jewelry for years and years and years. Even when I was in my early teens, I loved to buy little like jewelry, silver jewelry pieces. And of course, over the years, I bought more expensive things. So I don't have everything. Maybe some have thrown away or, lost. But I do have like a few pieces, and one of this is could be one of the like cheaper ones based on when I bought it. If you're from Singapore, you would know this brand, Perlini's Jewelry or Perlini's Silver. They are no longer around, and I think they're established in Singapore. I remember buying this ring, or I remember my dad buying this ring for me when I was traveling to Singapore every Chinese New Year for my family reunion, because I have family here in Singapore. So I remember going to, I believe it was Wisma Atria, and it's sort of a little bit like gray and blurry, but I remember this going to Wisma Atria, and I saw this ring and I really wanted it. I remember kind of like pestering my dad, can you bet this ring for me? And he did, and I still have it till today. This is, wow. I think I was like maybe 10 or 11, or maybe even a little bit older, maybe in my early teens. I can't believe I still can wear this ring, and it's really made very well. So definitely least expensive. It was probably like 34, maybe, yeah, 30-40 Singapore dollars, but in those days it's expensive, expensive. So let's just keep that there for memory. So my everyday jewelry is my stack. So I've got my JUC, my love, and then my nomination bracelet, which talk about a lot on my channel. This is something that has lived on my hands since I was 21 years old. Of course, my wedding band, and then all my earrings. Everyday earrings, I guess I always change them out, but no, that's a lie. I don't always change them out. I change them out when I feel like it. So I have my JUC earring, my little cuff, which my ear's a little red because I was combing my hair this morning and I kind of like snagged it and I pulled it really hard. So it's a little sore and that's my fault. Then we have like all my other stud earrings. Jewelry with the best memory attached to it. So I have my wedding, my engagement ring. Of course, that's a really like engraved in their head kind of memory. Then I shared this also on my jewelry, favorite jewelry video. This is a ring that I got from Paris with Shareem, and my husband also followed in that trip, and this is definitely one of the best memory attached to it. I have this Thomas Sabo charm bracelet, and this was before Pandora was the thing, right? Everybody was loving this kind of charm bracelet. This is sort of like a copy of maybe Tiffany's charm bracelets, but it has just so much more unique charms. There are two charms on this bracelet that has the most heartwarming memory for me, and that's these two right here. One night when my husband and I, or then boyfriend, were coming home from dinner and we were still dating, and I think it was sort of like in the earlier days. He was dropping me off and he parked his car aside and he just suddenly took like the packaging out and he just gave it to me. He's like, "Nah, this is for you." And when I opened it and I saw these two charms, my heart just dropped because they are expensive. Like each charm is over like 100 over ringgit, maybe about 300 or 400 ringgit. And it was a long time ago. We're talking like maybe 14 years ago. Yeah, about there, about 13, 14 years ago. And I knew then that my husband, or my boyfriend then, he was so poor, like so. He was working, his whole income was going to pay like the house, the car, he's got a little bit of left for food and petrol and everything. It's just like whatever he bought for this probably took up half of his remaining disposable income for the month. And I knew like, oh my god, he doesn't even buy his own pair of shoes. His socks got holes, his shirt got holes, and it was a tough time, okay? So for him to buy something for me, it was just like, oh my god, you got a high maintenance girlfriend. But I was really just like wowed. Me being me, I told him, I said, don't buy me anything because I know you need to keep your money. And I never asked him to pay for any of my things because I know it was like so hard for him then. So yeah, anyway, instead of like, thank you so much, of course I said thank you, but I was like, why did you buy this? It's so expensive. You shouldn't buy this for me. Oh my god, where's your money? Oh, I was like panicking. But yeah, he knew that I love these charm bracelets, and yeah, I should wear them a little bit more because he remembers that. He's like, where's my little heart? Question number 7, jewelry worth the hype. Now I'm gonna say from my own liking and my own preference, I think Cartier is worth the hype. I have 5 pieces to date. These 2 bracelets, my earring, I have my necklace, I also have the JUC ring, and these pieces are made so well. They are solid gold. When you touch them and you feel them, you feel the quality, you feel the weight of the gold, and you go like, okay, there's something in this. It's not like too light that you feel like you're not paying your money's worth. Doesn't have to be heavy jewelry to be money's worth, but you feel the quality, and when you look at the details on the jewelry pieces, it is spectacular. Maybe these are a little bit more simplistic, you know, if you compare to the rest of Cartier's jewelry line, especially their high jewelry. When you look at the details, wow, mind blown. So definitely Cartier is worth the hype. Not worth the hype, I'm probably shooting myself in the foot. But over the years, I have come to accept that Pandora is not worth the hype. So I have 2 Pandora bracelets. I'm going to take one out to show you. Before I tell you why I think they're not worth the hype, I'm just going to say that it doesn't mean that I won't buy it. I said in my other video that I make an exception for, you know, jewelry pieces when I travel and I buy Pandora. So I know it's not worth the hype, and I know that it's actually really expensive. It's because when you fill up an entire bracelet, it is a lot of money, and it's only silver, especially once you get them with unique like a character with, you know, crystals or maybe jewelry on it, or maybe a little bit of gold on it. It can be very, very expensive. And honestly, another reason why I don't wear it is because once it's full, it's very heavy. It's very heavy and chunky, and it kind of like clanks around, and you know, it's noisy. So I'm just gonna say it's not worth the hype because it is very expensive. After you collect everything, you can actually buy something in gold, and this is only silver. So maybe if you're collecting Pandora, collect a little bit of it, but don't go overboard, because like I said, over time you'll realize that, you know, bracelets is actually very expensive. Love the sentimental, cute aspect of Pandora, but you know, I have come to a stage where when I look back at it and go like, yeah, you're expensive. Favorite jewelry from favorite brand, and oh, I'm just gonna mention like maybe my fine jewelry favorite brand, because I could talk about like my other non-fine jewelry or my fashion jewelry, but I'm just gonna stick with fine jewelry. So my favorite piece is my favorite brand is Cartier, and my favorite piece is actually my Trinity necklace. So again, I showed it in my other video, but this necklace, I think it's my favorite piece because this is my first Cartier piece. Got it as a gift, so that's extra special already. But it is one necklace that sparkles. Like when I wear it, like it just glimmers with the sunlight. It looks so good with like this top. If I'm wearing like a t-shirt, a round neck collar, it will also look good because it's not too long that will hide underneath the collar. It'll just like kind of rest between my collarbone, and because it's dainty, it doesn't overwhelm other things that I'm wearing. It just looks more it will just look very simple and sophisticated and elegant. You know, don't use the word classy, that's what Isabel said. Most used jewelry, and if I use fine jewelry, then of course my stack will be most used, but if I just use most used, like in general, all my jewelry, it will definitely be my nomination bracelet. This bracelet has been on my arm since I was 21. I am turning 40, so you can count. It's almost like 18 years on my arm. Wow, wow, wow. This has been here since my 21st birthday. I have collected a little bit more of these nomination charms. I have one from my friends. I've got one for R for my husband. I've got one from my mom. I think my mom gave me one. Where is it? That fish. Yeah, she gave me a fish. So yeah, over the years, I've collected a little bit more, but I haven't added any more since then. I was hoping to add one like Merlion in Singapore, but nomination left Singapore, so I can't find a Merlion anymore, but I would definitely love to add a Merlion on my bracelet. Most underrated jewelry, and I'm gonna say the brand Thomas Sabo. So I have like pieces like this. I think I started off with these kind of charm bracelets first. So this is turquoise, and I believe, I'm not sure what stone is this, onyx? I think it's onyx, and you can hang one charm here. So I started out with charms with them, but over the years I had necklaces and also still charms, but their rings are really underrated. This is a chunky chain ring from Thomas Sabo, and they make super high quality rings, and I feel like they're underrated. Not many people talk about Thomas Sabo. Most people will say, you know, Tiffany and all, that's more popular, but I like Thomas Sabo. When it comes to rings, they have some super like statement pieces. Question number 12, most nostalgic jewelry. So like, you know, I guess my baby jewelry is definitely nostalgic, but let me just pull out a couple of jewelry pieces that, you know, brings back a lot of memories. So the first is this locket. This locket belonged to my grandfather, and I think he gave it to my grandma. And inside this locket has a picture of my really handsome grandfather and my pretty grandma. It's a black and white picture, and yeah, I remember when my grandma gave it to me and she was like, I don't use it anymore, but you can have it. So yeah, definitely very nostalgic. I don't wear this very often because it's very precious. This was given to me by my eldest brother. It's from Hellsberg Diamonds. I don't know. It's from the States, and this is a white gold locket that he sent back to me for my 16th birthday, sweet 16th birthday. I don't wear it very often because I'm very afraid of like damaging it, but I should. Okay, I should. Brother bought this for me and he sent it back all the way from America. And I remember coming home from school and opening up the packages. And this was when this is over 20 years ago. When you receive packages from overseas, it's just mind-blowing. Like now, packages coming to the house is like every day. But those days, you get letters, but you don't get like packages. So when I received this little package and I opened it up, I was just, wow. I was just wowed. And oh, so sweet. So inside here, I have a picture. I can't open it. Okay. I have a picture of both of my brothers. So my big brother is here and my second brother is here. And they look so handsome. So yeah, I definitely should take it out and wear more often. I have a lot of nostalgic jewelry. So yeah, we could keep going on and on and on. And the last question, question number 13, most disappointing jewelry. I actually don't have anything in this category. And just because I love everything that I have, and if I have anything that's disappointing, probably it's already in the bin, or I've already returned it, or it's destroyed or missing or something. So I looked around, I don't actually have anything disappointing, so thank goodness, because jewelry is expensive. So anyway, those are my answers to the 13 questions. I will leave those questions in the description section down below. If you want to join in and comment in the comment section, do that. I will definitely check it out. Or if you're a YouTuber with a pretty extensive jewelry collection that you can answer all these 13 questions, go right ahead. I will definitely check out your video. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification bell as well. Otherwise, everybody, please take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!